This is the Ausom Leopard, a name befitting for the beastly performance that this thing has to offer. And in this video, we're going to explore, is it actually a leopard, and is it actually worth your money? And I think you are going to be pleasantly surprised to a couple of the answers to those questions, as well as there's some other information that I definitely need to share about this scooter and Ausom, the company itself, that you probably definitely need to stick around to the end to find out. So if you want to know, is this awesome and is it actually a leopard, let's go. We're gonna find out, we're gonna check it out and see. Let's go. Alright, so before we take it out and start showing you some off-road speed tests and all that kind of stuff, let's do a quick walkthrough really quick. As a matter of fact, let me switch it on right now so we could do some of that. Alright, so coming from the left to the right, this is the on and off switch for the headlight. And then this is the indicator switch. And as you can see right here, I don't know if you notice, there it is, flashing. That is going to take a right turn, and then when you put it on the left, flash is going to take a left turn, so you know that your indicator is on, so you never leave it on and confuse anyone behind you. There's a nice little horn. It's pretty loud. It's decently loud. It'll let people know that you're coming behind them. And then you got this nice, I don't know, you could say this is about a 4-inch display. There you go. Got some really clear, visible information on it. You know, let you know that it's a single motor, let you know your battery, as in battery bar, but right up here is where you probably definitely need to notice. Right now it's at 50.9 volt. Definitely don't want to dip too low below that. I want to get home, you know, and I want to do some more speed tests, but yeah. And there you go, this is the speedometer, show you your speed and your trip. And yeah, you can switch some of those out, but yeah, let's move it on really quick. This, as you can see, is the ignition. We're going to come back to this later, and this is your throttle. Now, we're going to talk about some of the safety features really quick, starting with these brakes. They're not the best, but they're mechanical brakes, and they definitely can get the job done. I'm not going to complain too much. This is mechanical brakes, kind of mixed with the electronic brakes, so that EBS and the mechanical brakes give you some really decent stopping power. And along with the mechanical brake, you get about six lights. You get about 6 lights that can increase your visibility, starting with this headlight right here. This is a really bright headlight. I would say it's about 1200 to 1500 lumens in my guesstimation, which is pretty bright enough to get you, let's see where you're going. And then right here, you got some lights right here on both sides. And these lights with the reflector on the back right here, you also have 2 more lights, so that's 4 or 5. And then the 6th light is your tail light, that also double as your brake light. So when you press the brake lever, we're going to check that out later. Also, you get that flashing brake light, let somebody know that you're coming. And yeah, so as far as safety features, those are some of the main ones. And if it's one thing for certain that I can say categorically without even hesitation, is the build quality and material choices of this scooter is absolutely incredible in my opinion. It is just really, it's built really well. So here's a really quick look at firing it up. You turn the ignition, power it on, there you go, display's on, and it's in mode 1 right now. We're not moving, so you don't see nothing going on right there. But when you want to change out from mode 1 to 2, you just tap, there you go, mode 2, and then again you tap. And what you're tapping is actually the power button that you have to press in order to turn it on. So you want to go back to mode 1, tap again, it's back in mode 1. But let's see if we can get a freewheel spin. And there you go, on freewheel we're getting 40 miles per hour. But even though we're getting 40 miles per hour on freewheel, I can tell you this much, Going down a hill we can get about 39, but just on a regular flat we can get about 34, 35, which is not bad at all. And the suspension is pretty good. It's kind of stiff because these springs are really stiff, but it's definitely good enough. As you can see, now I do have to admit, the launch in this one, it's not going to give you a whiplash. It has a lot of torque, but it's not like one of those dual motors that give you whiplash and just throwing you all the way back and you have to hold on for dear life. This one, it has a gradual start, and once you get started, it's gonna get really fast. So I have it in mode 3, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you real quick, just from the launching from behind, just how you would look if you're launching off and somebody see you launching, and this is what it is. But once you get up to speed, yeah, like up to speed. And a lot of stopping power. A whole lot of stopping power. You know, with that EBS and mechanical brake, that's a really good blend of stopping power. So you may notice this little yellow buckle right here. I switched mine out from, I think it was a black one that came on it. But basically, this is how you fold it down. You unwind this buckle until it comes all the way out. And then you just pull this little pin right here and then fold all the way down. And you can just loop it right inside here. Once you loop it in, there you go. You can lift it up, take it wherever you want to go up the stairs. It's not that heavy, so it could definitely manage it upstairs. But as soon as you fold it back up, this little pin kind of hooks in. When the pin hooks in, then you just go ahead, spin out by the buckle. And then as soon as you get it right back in line, you tighten it up. There you go. I like to put a little extra spin on it, not too much torque, because you might just unwind it, but yeah, I like to put a little extra in it. We're absolutely gonna do a little speed run right here. See if I can get this right. I mean, in no time this thing goes to 20, 25, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Woo! I mean, the wind is battering us, but this thing can still top out at 33 miles per hour. And I mean, I've ridden it a bunch of times. You probably can't hear me because of the wind. I've ridden it a bunch of times. It's done 34, 35. Going down a hill, we can absolutely do about 30, 37, 38, probably 39 miles per hour down a hill. But other than that, just on a regular, we do about 34, 35 on the flat with no problem. This thing does definitely got the power. And as you can see, this thing is definitely okay with doing some off-roading. This thing is fully capable, and it's only left up to the skill of the rider. It's definitely not about the capabilities of this beast. It's about the capabilities of the rider themselves. If they can actually, you know, use it to its full potential. How about that? There's just something really satisfying about this scooter and how it performs, how solid it feels under your foot, in your hands, doing 36 miles per hour. Ha! Woo!
Good.
If you ever have any doubt about how capable this thing is and how fast it can go, here's the answer. This is a beast! A beast! 37 miles per hour! I mean, once you get it started going, it's like it just want to keep going. I know I'm shouting, but you get a little excited when you're going this fast. I really love this thing. This thing is fast, it's really powerful. It could definitely get you up and going. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of torque to get you off really fast, to give you whiplash in the neck when you're moving off. But as soon as it gets going, it's gonna get you the top speed. It goes 0 to 20 in no time, 0 to 25 really fast, and then 0 to 35 in like really quick. So, I mean, as far as speed and power, this thing definitely got it. The build quality and materials, I am really impressed by. And I mean, overall, it's just, however, as much as I love it, just to keep things fair and honest, there's a couple of things that I really don't like. And one of those things is these handlebars, these handle grips, I should say. They're really nice and comfortable. They're really soft and grippy. And it does really do a good job in terms of keeping your hands comfortable when you're holding onto them, especially when you're going on bumpy roads. But these hand grips, they need to go. They definitely need to go because they could do some twists and turns that just don't make no sense. And that's because they don't have any locks. They don't have any locks on the hands. So even though they're really comfortable, they need to go. Unless you can get some aftermarket locks and put on the hands, but I really don't think they would do much. So if you're gonna get this one, you definitely gotta change the hand grips, which is a really nice and relatively affordable upgrade. I really don't like the exposed cables on the front either. I mean, I wish there was some kind of way that actually went ahead and give you some wrap, some of the extra wrap to wrap these things up. You can definitely get some aftermarket ones and wrap them yourself. Clean it up and don't make it look as exposed as it does. It's not really a deal breaker. And another thing that I really don't like is the charging time on this one. 8 to 10 hours. Sometimes it probably might take a little bit longer. It depends. Yeah, that charging time, I really wish it was a little bit faster. But a couple of the things that I really like, I like this headlight right here. It's really bright. Like I say, I don't know, 1500 lumens, 1200 lumens maybe. It's really bright and it sits low and you can tilt it even lower or a little bit higher, but it does illuminate everything in front of you at night. Even the smallest pebble is not going to get away from this light, so you can see where you go. Another thing that I actually really love is this key ignition. This is a peace of mind because once you take this key out, ain't nobody gonna move this thing from anywhere that you put it. I mean, they could take it, but what are they gonna do? They don't have the key, so they can't start it. That key ignition is absolutely a dream. I like the control arm, the swing arms on this one, and the suspension, really good. Sometimes I wish you could adjust the suspension because it can be really stiff sometimes. But like I say, it can handle about a 265-pound human, so You need some really strong suspension to handle that kind of weight. Last but not least, I like this 1000 watt motor in the rear. It is really quiet and very, very powerful. It could definitely get you up to speed and going really fast. So here's the thing though, I really love this one, but they have since upgraded this model since I got this one at launch. They've upgraded this one to a newer version. So if you don't want this one particularly, if you could find this one at a much lower cost, like at a really, really nice discount, then like I say, man, this is an absolute buy. But if you don't want to get this model, you can definitely go ahead and get the upgraded version, which is the Ausom L2 Max with more upgrade, and it's even a nicer, sleeker design. You could decide, just put them side by side and decide which one has a better design to you. But like I say, you could definitely get the upgraded version, but I love this one. I probably wouldn't upgrade for the newer one, but if you're shopping around and you can't find this particular model, or you just don't want this particular model, you could get the upgraded version, and you can't go wrong because that one has some really new features, some nicer features, some upgrades that this one don't have. Some of the upgrades on the newer one is a newer 1000 watt rear up motor. It is lighter than this one, and it can handle a much larger human at 287 pounds, I believe, versus the 265 pounds on this. So you're talking about a 300 pounder can stand on that thing, the newer model, and it could definitely handle that heavier person. Another thing that I like about the upgraded version is you get a much wider handlebar at I think 27.1 inches, which is better for handling. When you have a wider handlebar, you can definitely maneuver and handle this thing much better than this narrow handlebar. Even though you could probably swap this one out for something wider if you get this one, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, that wider handlebar in the newer model is definitely a plus. And you get more safety lights, got some LED lights and all the works. So it could definitely keep you much safer. More visibility is always better when you're on this thing. But I think one of the best things is the price. The price on this one and also the newer model, they have kept the same price, even though they have upgraded some of the materials, the design, the motors, the lights and everything. They've kept the same price, which is about $699, $700 to $699-ish. And maybe if you check the link down in the description of this video, you can find some coupons and any discount links that I find to a model that is much cheaper that you probably could get. Man, I'm just saying, you know, if you could find this one a little bit cheaper, then you could cop this one. But if you can find the newer model at a discount, I'm definitely going to leave some links down in the description so you can check that out. When it comes to the Ausom Leopard, it is a beast. It is definitely a Leopard. And Ausom is definitely an awesome company. I see they're rolling out some new scooters, some really powerful scooters. They're rolling out a lot of bangers, in my opinion. If you could buy it, buy it. But if you could get the newer model, you could get that one. But if you want to see me do a comparison between the newer model and this one, I could definitely do that. Just let me know down in the comment section what you think about the Ausom Leopard. So that's it. If you want this one, check the links down in the description. And yeah, that's definitely buy for me. I think if you like it, you could go ahead and buy it. But yeah, that's it for me. Peace out. Click the like button on your way out. And if you like videos like these and you want to see more, click the subscribe button or just click where my face used to be. And I'll definitely talk to you on the flip side. Big up yourself.